let's do a reading for the week from the 6th of July to the 12th. Energy is fluid, so you receive this reading when you need to receive it, even if it's in 1 year. So let's pull a oracle card to understand what kind of energy this week is bringing in our lives. I've started this reading 8 times, and I was using another tarot oracle deck to start, but then I couldn't. It didn't work for some reason. I heard a voice telling me you need to use another oracle deck, and I'm using this one because I think this one has some message that is clear that the other one didn't have, and I don't know. Energy and good communication with the universal energy is so hard sometimes because it speaks to us or to me or any one of us, and it's not always clear because it's a language that I don't speak. It's not like my Italian or English, right? It's a language that is different. I'm learning to speak it, but it's a mysterious language, and so sometimes the message is not so direct, and I have to pay very much attention to synchronicities and signs and just intuition, just my intuitive mind to listen to that message and try to decipher it. And so I think this, I couldn't start that reading because I needed another tarot deck, and probably this one has a message that you need to hear. The collective I'm reading for needs to hear. Okay, let's see. One card just to see the general vibe of the week. Structure. This card reminds me a lot of the Ten of Pentacles, a lot of the Emperor too, a lot of, it reminds me also of the, mostly the Emperor and Ten of Pentacles. Some of the Hierophant, but not very much. Structure. Let's see what does it say. Strong organization and arrangement are key elements to the success of complex organisms as well as human-made systems. Examine the structures you have in place to keep the complexities of life running smoothly. Create solid foundations and appropriate boundaries where they are needed. This is really interesting because this is a completely different message by the one I was receiving earlier. This is like much more pentacle energy, much more grounded, much more you taking care of yourself and creating the right boundaries to nurture yourself. This card fell, but I don't want to confuse you. So let's start the reading, pulling 3 more oracle cards. Okay, we have accomplishment. We have grief. And this one is starting showing some kind of emotions here. And then the last one is release. Yeah, this is perfect. I feel like, yeah, I feel I can move forward with this reading. It was like I would start and then something inside me would stop me because it wasn't what the message I had to deliver. It's insane. I mean, speaking with the universe, it's like really an amazing thing, this connection with the universal energy, with the whatever guidance I have within me, spirit guide, I don't know how we want to call it, but yeah, it's like you need to listen. We need to listen to that voice. Okay, let's pull a which one do I want to use? I think I want to use the Muse right now. And I'm gonna pull a tarot card for structure. A tarot card for structure. Okay. I have the Empress reversed. The Empress reversed can remind me a little bit of the Emperor, right? Since I was talking about the card structure, reminding me of the Emperor. The Empress reverse can remind me of the Emperor, because the Empress doesn't have a lot of structure in a good way, because she's pure creativity, she's pure flow, abundance. She nurtures. She doesn't know how very much how to create boundaries, especially in the shadow side, especially in the reverse. In the reverse, she doesn't know how to create boundaries for herself. She gives and gives and gives without understanding that maybe what she's giving to the wrong people, to the wrong person, to the wrong situation. And so I think very much with structure and the Empress reverse, it reminds me of the need for the Emperor energy to create. So this Empress needs a little bit more of that masculine side that will help her to create more boundaries around her. For some reason, I think there is I'm gonna pull another card. There is a place where you are overgiving. You are overgiving and you are depleting yourself from the energy of the universe, from your intuition, because you are draining yourself to give to someone. Everything is going out and nothing is coming in. Who are you giving? Which situation are you giving too much without receiving back? Temperance. Yes, there is the need of balance. There is the need of creating this balance, this kind of she's trying to move the water from one cups and another cups, and the way I see here in this case, it's just trying to make sure that both cups, they're filled equally, or at least both cups are filled. And right now, I don't think that you are filling your cup. You are filling someone else's cup, and you are in a place that's completely unbalanced. You're not centered. The structure of yourself, of your own life, your world is not centered. See, this is a kind of a pyramid with triangle. It's very much centered. See, and there is this rainbow that softens all this structure. You're not in this place. For me, all these triangle in your life are all over the place, and there is the rainbow probably is not even there. And it's I think this is your situation right now. There is no structure. Everything is overflowing somewhere else, that it's not you, and there is overgiving, and your cup is not full right now. Okay. Accomplishment. While we have this card, accomplishment, let's clarify, and maybe I do need to read this card to have more information. I have Muse of Voices, which is father, for this deck, is Father of Swords, which is a very accomplishment. I can see an energy that is very practical. This accomplishment reminds me more of the King of Pentacles, but the King of Swords can be still someone very practical, very accomplished. I want to understand better why we have this here. There is also I don't know if for some of you means something, a kind of a bunny on top of his shoulder. and see in this card, because some tarot cards, like the Muse, they really inspire my intuition more than others, and this one has mirroring, or is like equality. These two things are the same. You see? But there is the person on one, and the other one there isn't. And I think that's this equality in your life, you know, that only one person is present for this overflow of life, and the other person is not present. Does it tell something to you? Only one person is present, the other person is not. Ooh, wow, accomplishment. The accomplished individual has achieved mastery of their art. Feats that may appear to come with ease have been honed through industrious effort and practice. It is through this effort, along with courage, strength, and will, that we are able to reach our highest goal. And I think the work you are doing right now, maybe you're already doing it, or you're gonna start. Maybe watching this video will help you to start the work of your accomplishment right now is taking care of yourself, is like making you being present for yourself. So I want you to be here for yourself, because you are only moving towards something that it's not you, and it's too much, and the you that you need to help, that you need to support, disappeared in this person. It can also be another person in a situation in your life that are requiring you a lot of time, a lot of energy right now, and you're giving. And I'm not saying that maybe this person needs really your help, right? For some reason, maybe this person really needs your presence, but you are out of balance, and you need to understand that. And this person, if this person is someone, needs to understand that, you need to find yourself again, find the presence in your life, in your own being. I don't know if it's clear, that one. It's clear in this reading. You disappeared for yourself for some reason. Grief. Why do we have grief here? Why do we have grief? 7 of inspiration. 7 of wands. And we have the card, the 7 of wands with grief. 7 of wands is about making space. See, she's making space for your values, for your energy. So valuing yourself, what you believe. And I think there is kind of grief, because right now you understanding that you're not doing that. You're not making space for the human you are. You're not. You're not making space for this sun, this like beautiful day for you to happen. You're shrinking in this, and instead you have to find the courage to open, make space for yourself. Make space for yourself. I want to read grief, because there is something else I need to tell you. I know that. So many treasures await our discovery when we have the eyes to see them. The planet is brimming with wonders to enliven the senses and please the heart. Oh no, it was weird. I'm reading the wrong card. I was like, what am I reading? Okay, grief. Losing someone dear is one of the most painful transitions we must face. In allowing ourselves to experience loss, we can observe its ability to bring us back to ground zero and reconnect us with our soul. Integrating all aspects of the story reminds us of what is truly important. Okay, I think. Or you are taking care of someone, even a pet, a person, maybe a love, maybe just a connection that is dying. So you're taking care of something, it's really, really draining. So, or that, like someone who's leaving this earth, or you're also focusing too much on something, a connection, a job, something that is dying or is already dead, and you don't see that, and you're draining yourself because you want to save it. You want to save it with all your heart because you don't want to, you're already grieving, I think, but grief is very painful because you understand that the moment you make space for yourself, right, the moment you open, you will see clearly that you need to grieve. That even if your life will get lighter little by little, in the beginning it's gonna be hard. See, she's like pushing that black wall on her side, and that requires a lot of strength, a lot of courage. This is a little bit emotional. A lot of determination. And it's not an easy task. You're not going to enjoy right away this beautiful scenario behind you because you're focusing on opening space for yourself and grieving. All this black is the grief that you are experiencing or you're going to experience. I know why I had to use this deck now. This is a very deep, meaningful message. And then you're gonna release. And then there's gonna be a day when you don't have to anymore hold this, but this will take shape, will be its shape, and you're gonna be able to jump in that scenario and release, right? And release. Let me pull it. Wow. It's really intense. Release. Sometimes when I do reading, I feel the energy. I feel clearly the energy of the collective I'm reading for. Okay, release. Why do we have release there? Knight of Voices, which is the Knight of Swords, which is a card of, it's the fastest card of the tarot, and it's about fast movement. It's about moving with intention, moving with awareness toward something. And I think the moment you release, the moment you will open that black wall of grief, of heaviness, of sadness, of overwhelm, whatever it's your experience, the moment you open that and the moment you release it, it's not going to be right away. It's going to take a little bit of time. You're going to move fast toward this sense of release. I'm going to pull another tarot deck for this. Knight of Voices is fast movement. Things are moving. Not now, but the moment you release, the moment you will able to release this because you know that it won't close again, it will stay open, you're gonna release, and then you're gonna, oops. And then we have the Knight of One, another Knight, and this is even this is a fast, another fast. The wands and the swords are fast movement, and the knights are very fast. A new adventure, ready to jump into a new adventure, ready to move toward a new adventure, a new passion, creative movement, passion, feelings. Only when you release. Okay, let's. I'm gonna do the, since it's a very intense reading. I'm gonna do the alchemy guidebook. Alchemy. Oh, I'm really. I feel it. Okay. I'm gonna do the alchemy oracle because it's deep. Kim Kranz goes deep into things. So let's do this one. And it came, no, okay, 2 cards. Let's do. I need 1 card just to close this reading and see if we have something more to know about this reading. Okay. We have gold. Okay. Let's see if there is more help for us. It's 26. 26. Okay. Gold. Illumination, splendor, culmination. The alchemist's gold is no ordinary gold. It is not found in rings or coins or necklaces. It is a substance buried deep within, sometimes referred to as gold of the wise, philosophic gold, the ethereal stone, or the divine quintessence. Among countless other names, for our purposes, we seek not the physical metal, but the mystical essence within each alchemist. How do we recognize it? It mimics qualities of the mantle itself, soft and radiant, and its planetary counterpart, the sun, warm and bright. It's no wonder gold is associated with the heart. When this card arrives, there is something of incredible value at hand. It is marvelous and rare. Cherish it. Get to know its properties and its source. The gold card carries a distinct shadow. If mistaken for a purely physical material, it can lead to greed and excess, causing the alchemists to lose their way. Reverence is the key. Lose their way, and you lost your way. You lost your way into this situation, into giving, into overgiving. And you forgot the gold in yourself. You forgot the sun in yourself to keep yourself warm. There is nothing wrong in what you have done because maybe it was necessary. There is nothing wrong. Don't feel this is not criticized. They don't criticize yourself. Maybe it was necessary, and in general, even if it wasn't necessary for this person to be helped, was necessary for you to go through this, to learn and to understand the gold within you, and to understand the sun you have within. In some wisdom traditions, gold is seen as a nectar, a sap, a honey-like substance coming from trees, bees, and even the pineal gland. Open yourself to gold's infinite sources. Last one. Your gold may be entirely different from someone else's. It is important for the alchemists to respect their own unique journey toward a righteous and resplendent goal. That's what I've just said. You don't have to feel guilty, don't have to feel bad for whatever happened, whatever time you invested in something. You needed that person needed it, but you needed it because it will help you to step into this warm scenario. And this warm scenario is nothing else that you, the sun in you, the gold in you. Well, I don't have anything else to say. If you liked this reading, if you feel that this reading told you something important, like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to go deeper, you can book a tarot reading with me, and you can find the link on the description. So have a lovely week, and it's gonna be a magical, important one.